Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Please excuse my voice, I'm a little bit sick at the moment, just got a bad cold ever since I went to the Eras tour, but it was so worth it. So as you can see from the title, I'm starting a very exciting reading vlog, one that I've been putting off because I just want to love these books so much because they're so hype and people that I know have similar taste in books to me really love them. So we are starting the ACOTAR series and I can't believe that I haven't even read these books yet. I'm a big fantasy, like romantasy girl. I definitely lose interest when there isn't that fantasy element within stories. So I'm super excited to pick up these books. I don't really know the plot of any of them. I've avoided spoilers this far, but I'm sure my phone will now hear me and put them on my TikTok. But we're gonna delve in and I can't believe that we're starting it. I currently have the first 2 books, so once I get through them I will have to go and purchase the rest of the series, obviously if I like them, because I may hate them, but will I though? Probably not. So without further ado, oh also I'm not reading these like back to back, so I have no idea when this vlog will end. It could be in a month's time or it could be in a week's time, but we'll see how quickly I get through them because I know a lot of people pick them up and then they just want to read back to back. Let's get into it. Evening now, so I just thought I picked up ACOTAR this morning and started it immediately. I'm 100 pages in now. I'm in love with the world. The world building has already been amazing, and the fairies, oh my god, I didn't know how much I needed this world in my life. I was at uni thinking about it all day today. Excuse the messy bun as well. I know that I'm gonna binge this series. Really love Lucian. If you know, you know. Obviously I don't know what happens further on in the stories, but right now the one thing I would say I don't like is Fair. Is it Fair? Fair? Just repeatedly says like, oh, I need to do this for my family. Like, we get it, hun. That's the only critique that I will have. At the moment I'm in this world and loving it. Gonna read now for a bit. Loaders, man. Just had dinner and things. I just want to wind down with a bit of ACOTAR. Looking for a man in finance, 6'5", blue eyes, trust fund. I have been absolutely demolishing this book. We're now on page 330 of ACOTAR. I absolutely love it. The way that Sarah J Maas has written it is like the most unconfusing fantasy that I've read so far. I know I haven't read that many. I haven't even had to like be confused. I know who the people are. I know the storyline, the world, the kind of politics and the history. It's just, I guess it is a simple premise. I think that that's so good. And yeah, we have, so we're page 330 and there is like 420, so we've got like 90 pages left of ACOTAR. Is like really heating up now. If you've read this, all I'm gonna say is worm. That's the bit that I've just finished. I don't want to give any spoilers away because I do feel like these kind of books, just go into them not knowing much and it just makes it so much better. Like, I haven't been let down because maybe I've seen a little bit somewhere else and then you kind of read the actual book and it's like the anticlimax, you know? It's just so good. And I know I said previously Lucian, still stand by that I do love him, but Tamlin, the things that this man has done absolutely warmed my heart. But I'm so scared that like things are gonna happen to my favorite characters, but we'll get through it either way. Let's finish A Court of Thorn and Roses. Guys, chapter 45. I could actually cry right now. I'm loving this so much. Oh my word. The way that it's just come together and how it's written and like the use of the riddle that Fair is meant to kind of work out. Oh my word. Let me just pause this. I feel like I need a moment of silence just to... This book, oh my word. It's no brainer 5 stars for me. 10 stars if I could give it. Oh my word, how I feel for these characters. It's giving how I feel for Xaden in Fourth Wing, but for like all of them. At the start, Fair was annoying, but oh my word, she's pretty cool. But yeah, the men make it for me. My Rysand, my Lucien, my Tamlin, I want them all. I can't ever finish the first one. And I love that it's not like a standalone, because I just get a whole series of it and I can just stay in this world for, I can come back to this whenever I want. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, I'm gonna go and have a little break and then we'll pick up the next one in the series. Let's read A Card of Mist and Fury. Hello everybody, I have finished uni for the day and the sun, sorry, these are Eduardo's glasses and then they do not fit me, I just found them in his bag. The sun is absolutely beautiful, so I've just come out and I am attempting to read, but it is kind of blinding me. I wish that I had this on my Kindle, but it's not on Kindle Unlimited anyway. I just wanted to show you guys me in the sun because it's a very rare occasion here in the UK, especially up north. So I'll update you guys in a little bit. Just sat down, get into bed in my comfies. I've had a terrible headache all evening. I think it's lack of water today. But yeah, I read a little bit earlier, as you guys saw in the little park. And then when I got home, I read a little bit more. We're now on 200 pages. So we're at 200 pages. I think it's like over 600, this book. It's quite a big one. I'm enjoying it. I wouldn't say that I'm liking it as much as the first one, but I know that my heart is growing to appreciate it. If you read it, you definitely know, because it's definitely different to the first one, and it's quite slow at the minute. We're just building up obviously to those big moments at the end of the book, and I know, and I'm just scared that something is going to happen, and I just can't believe how it's changed already. But as always, beautiful writing, beautiful storytelling. Love all the characters so far. There isn't any that really jar me apart from Fair. no, I do like her. But obviously she did something at the end of the first book and she just keeps banging on about it. And I understand she's struggling with it, what she did. Just leave it, Fair. You live your best life with your fairies. Like, it's okay. Well, it's the next day now. I've just settled down in a little park near where I live and I'm going to try and get through a lot of this today because I'm making the most of my free time before I start placement. So if you didn't know, I'm studying occupational therapy as a master's and I'm on a 6-week placement from next week in a mental health ward. So I know that I'm going to have a lot less time to read. I'm still going to try and fit it in because it's what I love to do. But yeah, I'm just enjoying the sun as well. Like, it's so beautiful and it's still a breeze as well, so it's not too hot. Let's get to reading. So last time I spoke to you, I was like sunbathing and reading, and I just stayed out there for like 3 or so hours and I got through quite a bit. I'm now on page 403, so we have like 200 pages left of A Card of Mist and Fury, and I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with Rysand. I didn't like him at first, but now he has my heart, and there's like a love interest brewing in this book that I won't go into. The more I read it, the more I'm obsessed with it. But I'm so scared about what's going to happen because obviously in these kind of books, the juice is at the end and we're nearly there. So pray for me, wish me luck. We're going to get reading now. Who knows if I'll finish this today or not. I also don't want to because I've ordered the 3rd one and it doesn't come till next Wednesday, so I'll have to read other books until then. But I just want to stay in Valaris
Guys, I'm on like a page 527 now of A Court of Mist and Fury, and I'm like trying not to cry. I've got Raisan basically like explaining everything that happened to him up until this point, and the emotional connection, I just can't deal with it. My hair, I just had a shower and washed it. I'm back from the beach, as you saw I was at today, and I just finished A Court of Mist and Fury, and oh my god, this ending. It's so hard because I can't describe these books obviously without giving it away because they're like further on in the series, but oh my word, I'm probably going to give it a 4 stars overall, just because up until like this point I was like, yeah, it's okay, I wasn't obsessed with it, but this end was like 6-7 star. Thankfully the third book, ACOTAR, actually got delivered yesterday, so I can actually start that right now because I need to go straight into it because I'm absolutely obsessed. Good evening, afternoon everybody. I just finished placement, my second day done. I'm enjoying it, to be fair. Learning on the go is what we prefer. I'm like 130 pages into ACOTAR now, and yeah, I'm enjoying it. I feel like with these books 80% is like world building, politics, not much happens, and then the last section just goes crazy and everything happens, but I think that keeps you enticed and looking forward to reading the next book straight away. Guys, just finished ACOTAR. I think it took me way longer than I thought it would to get through it. I feel like I went through a book club halfway through this, but oh my god, the past 2 days I've just been obsessed with it, and I cried at the last bit of this. If you've read this, you know my heart, oh my word, absolutely 5 stars. So much better than Mist and Fury, but I still enjoyed that as well. I don't even have words. Like, I will be honest, I will stick to my word that the first half of these books are slow and sometimes boring. I just know like there's not many books that I'll read in my lifetime that make me feel as many emotions as like my 5-star reads do. My phone died, so yeah, as I was saying, I'm still like in shock. I feel like I'm gonna stop reading for the night just to let this debrief and settle in. But tomorrow Reckless actually comes out by Lauren Roberts, so I'll definitely be going to pick that up and reading it. I think I'm gonna film a reading vlog, so be sure to check that out. And then I'll pick up a Court of Frost and Starlight in probably like 2 days or so. I'll update you then. You can see by the state of me, I'm tired. Been at placement all day and just edited my Reckless by Lauren Roberts reading vlog, so that'll be up before this video. So if you haven't seen that, go check it out. It was such a fun video and you can see my thoughts on the book. So obviously I finished ACOTAR and it's now time to start a Court of Frost and Starlight, and I have no idea what this is about. I feel like it's a novella because it's literally like less than 300 pages, so I'm probably going to finish this tonight, I hope. We'll see. But I'm so happy to be back to this now. Actually, when I was reading Reckless, I was like, it's just not hitting the same as my ACOTAR books, and I'm worried that after reading these, no fantasy book is going to hit the same. But we can only pray that I'll find ones that I love just as much. So let's begin. Hello, it's the next day now. So last night I ended up finishing a Court of Frost and Starlight. I did enjoy it. I think I've settled on like a 3.75 for it. The story to me just didn't really add anything to the series. I understand that it was cute that they added it in and we got to know, it was basically went into like a multi-POV and we were following like a few of the characters. However, nothing really happened, so it was just like a quick easy read. It's like under 300 pages or something. Yeah, like 220 pages. not hard to get through, but I feel like the stories of the other POVs that we got, we kind of already knew anyway, so it's a little bit repetitive for me. It's probably my least favourite so far in the series. Just wanted to update you guys on that. And today I also started A Court of Silver Flames. So I'm like 200 pages in now and I'm enjoying it. This book, we're actually following Fair's sister as one of the main characters, and it's a very different vibe. Obviously, if you've read the other books, you kind of know what she's going through, but I'm enjoying it. Her love interest I absolutely adore as well. I'm not going to say who because you guys can find out when you get there, but yeah, he's lovely. That's all I can say at the minute. So it's Sunday afternoon now. I'm gonna have a little reset shower, wash my hair, and then we'll settle down and read for the rest of the afternoon. Besties, I've finished A Court of Silver Flames and I'm so sad now because this world is over. While I'm gonna sit in my pity, let's just go through the whole series, a little recap of the past 2 weeks of flying through this. It's been one of the best like book experience so far. Like, not quite as good as Fourth Wing in my opinion because I was just so attached to those characters, but ACOTAR really did do it for me. So starting off with the first book, this was a 5-star for me, and I think that a lot of people said that they didn't like this one. It took them a little while to get into the series and it got better after the first one, but I absolutely love this one. This is probably my favourite, despite not liking the romance in it. Obviously later on you'll understand things change. I love this book. I think it's because I was delving back into that fantasy again and being introduced to the world and the characters. Sarah did a really good job. So this was my favourite, I think, tied with another one possibly of the series anyway. And then swiftly after we had A Court of Mist and Fury. Now this is where the world changes a lot and we get to know a lot more characters, so it was a little bit confusing at times, but overall I did enjoy this one. The only opinion that I have of all these books is there is a lot of nothing, well not nothing, but like world building for like the first 60%, and then it does get very intense, but this was just getting us ready for all the action that was going to happen in the next book. So I did appreciate this. This was a 4-star for me, if I did not mention before. And then A Court of Wings and Ruin, or ACOTAR as it's also known. This was tied with ACOTAR as my favourite. This was a 5-star for me. We have a lot of action in this one, and at the ending I shed tears, which does not happen very often, especially in a fantasy book. It just touched my heart, and yeah, I feel like I know these characters and that they're like my little besties and I'm just like following their life. It was so good. This definitely, oh, it was amazing. No words. And then we've got A Court of Frost and Starlight, as I mentioned already. This was pointless, but it was just a nice little break from all the action in ACOTAR, I think. Like, they deserved a little chance to, you know, be chill for like 200 pages, and we'll give them that. Like, they deserved it. But yeah, it was more just a filler, obviously a novella type book, setting you up kind of, I think, for Court of Silver Flames. And then we move on to the final book, which was A Court of Silver Flames that I read in this reading vlog. I loved this. This was a 4-star for me. We are following in this book 2 different characters, so our main male and female in the other books completely switches, and we actually go to a third person like writing style from Sarah, and I didn't think I was going to like this book at all, but I loved it. The spiciness was actually so much better than the other books as well, but I will say I think as the books went on, the focus on spice became a little bit more apparent. I feel like I'm there for the mystic and the magic kind of side of everything, but it definitely was spicy. Like from Court of Mist and Fury, it just got more and more, and I feel like the world was kind of lost and it was more based off like sexual chemistry. But overall I still did enjoy it. The only thing that this isn't a 5-star is I just feel like the world is not over and I have so many questions left unanswered and the characters could go so much further. That's the only reason. But I have heard that apparently she has signed a new book deal, Sarah de Maas, and she is like signed like 4 more books, and I think they could be ACOTAR books, so I'm just like praying. Anyway, so that is my ACOTAR reading vlog. I hope you have enjoyed coming along with me for this first time of a read through of the series. I definitely think I will pick it up again at some point. If you're still here, don't forget to give this video a like and my channel subscribe if you already don't, and I'll see you guys in the next one.